In the northern region of Nigeria, there is a sport that has been practiced for centuries. The sport has become a cultural phenomenon. The sport is brutal, dangerous, and it is not for the faint-hearted. The sport is called Dambe. This video is about Dambe, the African martial art. But before we continue, please like this video for the algorithm, or else I'm going to Dambe you. Subscribe to my channel and enable post notification so you never miss any of my African stories. Dambe is a traditional sport associated with Hausa people, one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa. While no one knows the exact details surrounding the origin of the sport in West Africa, Edward Powell, a researcher of Nigerian martial culture, recognizes striking similarities to the images of the Egyptian boxers from the 12th and 13th dynasties. Muslim scholars claim it arrived in northern Nigeria sometime between the 10th and 11th century. However, Dambe, also known as Kokawa in Hausa language, started out among the lower class of the Hausa trained animal butchers. The butchers traveled to different villages at harvest, organizing fighting challenges with other butchers from the area as part of the festive entertainment. Subsequently, it became a traditional practice to prepare men for war, and fighters also married wives as a prize of victory. In recent times, members use the game as a demonstration of masculinity, as well as means to acquire personal prestige, earn a living, and bring honor to the families. Dambe is a combat sport where the goal is to knock out your opponent by taking them down to the floor. This can be achieved with either a kick or a punch, with fights lasting a maximum of 3 rounds. However, there is no time limit to each round, which is only completed when an opponent or an official calls for a stop, or the opponent is knocked out should any part of his body hit the ground. The fighters bind their punching hand, referred to as a spear, with a rope called kara, making it as strong as a stone, while the weaker hand is used as a shield for protection and must be held with the palm open, facing towards the opponent. The fighter's right forearm is usually completely covered with scars made from razor cuts laced with traditional herbs to give them strength and help them win. It is also not uncommon for fighters to wear charms on their bodies before the fight. The sport has seen a huge rise in popularity as fights become more popular, with teams of fighters traveling across Nigeria as they take part in festivals to promote the sport. The Nigerian government, through its sports minister, Sunday Dare, announced a partnership to set up a national league in December 2019. While it may be growing, Dambe's prize purse, compared to other combat sports, is still comparatively very low. Victorious fighters can earn between $20 to $500, in addition to individual gifts from spectators. For the fighters, it is more than just the money and the fame that comes with being involved in the sport. However, as with any combat sport, there are risks and critics. Some believe that the sport is a relic where the dangers outweighs the positives. While many are left with broken noses and countless scars, some fighters have had to retire early from the sport because of damage caused to their brains. Yes, it is dangerous. The fighters claim to have local medicine to ward off the danger. Thankfully, the sport is far less vicious than it used to be. In the past, fighters were permitted to wrap glass deep into their karas, but that practice has now been outlawed. But nothing can remove the way in which Dambe is rooted in the Hausa people's culture. Now the hope is that the sport, founded in the deep and distant past, can use the digital age to outgrow its local origin and become known across the planet. Every Hausa man anywhere in Nigeria knows the importance of Dambe. Is there hope for this sport to somehow make its way to the Olympics someday? Well, for me, I will say that the possibilities are endless. Let me know what you think about the Dambe sport in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video for the algorithm. Else, I'll be challenging you to a Dambe fight. Until we meet in the ring, remain safe.